inside black holes something is alive and trying to escape. This is one of the most unsettling ideas modern science is exploring about black holes. For a long time, we thought these giants of space were simply endless pits, swallowing everything around them. But what if there's something more inside? Something that doesn't just want to consume but wants to break free. Curious, isn't it? This possibility changes everything we know about the universe. In recent years, studies and observations have started to reveal patterns and mysteries that challenge our traditional view. The idea that black holes could contain entire universes, nested realities, and even invisible forces shaping the cosmos is no longer just theory. These interesting facts make us rethink the beginning of our own universe and what might be hidden behind these mysterious regions. The James Webb Space Telescope was built to see the universe like never before. But what it found left a lot of people puzzled. While observing 263 galaxies, it noticed that almost 2/3 of them are spinning in the opposite direction of our galaxy, the Milky Way. That shouldn't happen. In theory, the universe should be more random, more chaotic. But this pattern raises a curious question. Is there something hidden behind the way galaxies move? Something pulling the strings without us noticing? One interesting fact is that these wrong rotations might be a sign of an invisible force acting deep in space. What if that force is coming from inside black holes? Have you ever thought about that? For a long time, scientists believed black holes were just cosmic vacuums, swallowing everything around them, light, matter, even time. But now they're starting to think black holes might play a much bigger role. Some experts believe they're like engines of the universe, influencing how everything moves. That could explain why so many galaxies spin in the same direction. Sounds crazy, right? But the universe is full of mysteries like this. And the more we look, the more questions we find. If all of this is true, then maybe the universe isn't as messy as we once thought. There could be a hidden order, a kind of plan behind it all. And the most curious part is that this order might be coming from the strangest places in space. Black holes. Could they be hiding more secrets than we ever imagined? Could something inside them be trying to reveal itself? No one knows for sure yet. But as you'll see in the next part, some scientists believe that black holes might be more than just an end. For a long time, people believed black holes were the absolute end. Anything that fell in just disappeared forever. But now, some scientists are suggesting something way more curious, and honestly kind of hard to imagine. They believe black holes aren't just points of no return, but possible gateways to other universes. Like each black hole could be hiding a completely different world inside. One interesting fact is that this could explain what happens to the matter that vanishes inside. It doesn't really disappear, it might just go somewhere else. And even more impressive is the idea that whatever's in there might actually be trying to get out. Picture black holes as cosmic tunnels. On one side, you've got the black hole pulling everything in. On the other side, there could be something called a white hole, a kind of exit where matter could be pushed out again. This idea, known as a wormhole, used to be just science fiction. But now, scientists are starting to take it seriously. And that changes everything. If it's true, it means the universe might be more connected than we ever thought. Even crazier. Matter, energy, maybe even information could travel between universes. Imagine throwing something into a black hole and it popping out somewhere else, in another universe, like a cosmic teleportation. And what if whatever's inside those black holes is trying to get out? That's the question some physicists and astronomers are starting to ask. Maybe there are signs, tiny glitches in space, little distortions, that are actually attempts from those other universes to reach ours. Sounds like science fiction, but the more we learn, the more we see that space is full of mysteries. These curious ideas might be real clues that there's way more going on than what we can see. And if that's true, then maybe our universe didn't start the way we thought. Maybe, just maybe, it came out of one of those secret passageways. You've probably heard of the Big Bang, that idea that the universe started with a huge explosion out of nowhere. But what if that's not the full story? Physicist Nikodem Poplawski has a different, and very curious, theory. He believes our universe might have been born from inside a black hole, like an explosion that came from the inside, not the outside. Imagine everything, matter, energy, time, space, getting squeezed tighter and tighter inside a black hole until it just couldn't hold anymore, and then suddenly burst out. One interesting fact is that, in this view, the Big Bang wasn't the beginning of everything. It was the result of something that already existed inside another reality. To make it simpler, think of it like this. Imagine a balloon being blown up inside a tiny box. At some point, the pressure gets so strong that it breaks the box and expands fast. That balloon would be our universe. And the box, that's the black hole it was trapped in. This changes everything we thought we knew about how the universe began. Instead of starting from nothing, maybe the universe came from something, from inside somewhere. And here's the wild part. Maybe the universe that contained that black hole still exists. That opens up one of the biggest mysteries in science. What if we're living inside a universe that came out of another? This theory isn't just interesting, it's powerful. Because if it's true, it connects a lot of things that used to feel unrelated. Black holes, the Big Bang, the origin of everything, even the way time works. Think about it. Everything everything that ever existed could be the result of an internal reaction. Like a child universe being born from a parent universe. That gives a whole new meaning to the idea of connected realities, like layers of existence stacked on top of each other. And if that's possible, then maybe black holes aren't the end of anything. Maybe they're just the beginning of something way bigger. And as we'll see next, this chain might be repeating itself over and over, inside black holes, in a never-ending cycle. Have you ever wondered what's really inside a black hole? Most people imagine it's just a dark place with no way out, where everything disappears. But what if, instead, each black hole holds an entire universe inside it? There's a theory called Schwarzschild cosmology that suggests exactly that. According to this idea, every black hole could contain its own universe, with space, time, physical laws, and maybe even galaxies. Now think about this. What if those inner universes also have black holes, with more universes inside them? Sounds wild, right? But it's like a box, inside another box. A kind of reality in layers. Pretty curious, isn't it? That leads to an even deeper mystery. What if these hidden realities inside black holes aren't asleep? What if they're alive, active, and trying to break free? It would be like a trapped universe, pushing against the walls to escape. One interesting fact is that, if this theory is true, it could explain why our own universe is constantly expanding. Maybe we are one of those inner realities that managed to burst out. That would also fit with what we said earlier, that our universe might have come from inside another one, like part of a never-ending cosmic cycle. Now imagine the scale of this mystery. Everything we know, Earth, the Sun, galaxies, could be inside something way bigger that we can't even see. And that something bigger could be inside something else. And so on forever. This completely changes how we see the universe. Instead of being a single, isolated space, maybe there are infinite layers of existence, all connected through black holes. These kinds of curiosities make science feel like a fantasy story. But the difference is, scientists are actually studying this with real math, computer models, and space observations. And if these inner realities really are trying to break out, the signs might already be showing. Tiny distortions in space and time. And as you'll see in the next part, those signs may be more visible than we think. Have you noticed that galaxies don't all spin the same way? Some turn one way, others the opposite. It might seem random, but when scientists looked closer, they found a strange pattern. Here's the curious part. Black holes might be behind it, not just influencing their immediate surroundings, but actually shaping how entire galaxies move. An interesting fact is that many of these movements seem to follow the same direction as the spin of the black holes that created them. This raises a powerful idea. What if black holes are like central engines, setting the spin of everything born near them? Think about it like this. When a galaxy is born, it doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It forms from dust, gas, and energy, often around a supermassive black hole. That black hole spins, and it might end up teaching the galaxy to spin the same way. It's like the universe has giant gears, and black holes are the central axles. And it doesn't stop there. If, as we saw in earlier parts, our universe was born inside a black hole, then it might have inherited this kind of influence too. Maybe the way galaxies move, how matter spreads out, and even how time flows in some parts of space, are all affected by that original spin. The most impressive part is thinking that this force might still be active. In other words, something inside black holes, maybe even the universe that created them, is still moving, pushing, trying to get out. And the small distortions in space that scientists observe could be the first signs of that. They're like wrinkles in the fabric of the universe, signs that something inside is stirring. A mystery with no answers yet, but one that raises deeper questions. After all, if black holes are shaping the cosmos, what else could they be capable of? Could they also hold the future of the universe? And even more importantly, are they trying to communicate with us in some way? So what do you think about all this? Are black holes really these prisons with no way out, or do they hold something much bigger, something alive trying to break free? These cosmic mysteries don't just make us question what we know about the universe, but also remind us there's still so much to discover. Curious to learn more? What other secrets might space be hiding? If you found these interesting facts intriguing and want to keep exploring these mysteries with us, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss any updates about the most curious and incredible phenomena in the cosmos. The adventure is just beginning. Come along with us.